Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to do a quick post-game review of the Patriots versus the Dolphins. We both gave a score prediction yesterday. We were both wrong because we both thought the Patriots would win.
I came close. Mine was closer than yours.
Yeah, well, whatever. They still lost to Miami. And so in Kansas City won, which means the Patriots now do not have a first-round bye. They could have had a first-round bye, but they blew it because they played like crap again against Miami. Yeah, it looks like the last couple of games that the teams they won against just weren't as good as the Miami defense. I guess I don't know because they played like they did 3 weeks ago, and 4 weeks ago, and 5 weeks ago. The offense was just terrible again, off and on. They couldn't more drop passes. I forgot how many drop passes there was today. I think there was at least 6 or 7.
I felt like more. I felt like there was like 10 of them. Maybe more. I don't know.
It was a lot. I mean, I know Dorsett had, I think, 2. What's his name? Sanu had one or 2. I think Watson had 1. Plus, there's 2 penalties. That one at the end of the game that cost him 15 yards, which is
I don't know who the guy was though. I forget what his name was, but yeah, he basically probably got into a little bit of a fight and 15 yards.
Yeah,
it's like, what are you doing?
Unsportsmanlike conduct at the end of the game when you running out of time, with like 30 seconds left, and you do something stupid like that.
That's just messed up. But yeah, they played like miserable again as usual. I mean, they barely put up a fight. I mean, it was at times they did on and off, but not really most of the game. They basically just played terrible. I mean, and because of that, they blew the first round bye. Kansas City gets it now because they beat the Chargers. And now they got to play next week in the wild card round against someone. I don't know who it's going to be.
Probably against the Texans, I bet.
Either the Texans or the Titans, one of them.
Yeah. Either way, it doesn't seem to be going well for the Patriots this year. I think Tom Brady's showing his age. Offensive line's been terrible. He's rookie wide receivers. People dropping passes is just like one bad thing after another. On top of them shooting themselves in the foot with stupid penalties. I can't believe this game was that important. The penalties that they caused them themselves, especially the one at the end of the game. I just can't believe that.
I don't know how you can lose to Miami. I don't know. I don't get how can you lose to a terrible team in the NFL, and the worst team in the NFL cost you a bye week. Like, that's embarrassing to think. I mean, if they can't beat whoever they're facing next week, it comes to show that Patriots can't beat anybody. They're not going to the Super Bowl. They're not making it far at all this year. I'd be shocked if they can go all the way. They're not going all the way this year. They don't have the capacity to do it. They don't have, they just don't have the power to do it. They don't. I'm sorry, but as a Patriots fan, they don't have it.
Yeah, they have too many issues this year. I mean, the receivers, I think
injuries too.
Where they lost Gordon, they only had Antonio Brown for 1 game. Who else did they get rid of from the beginning of the season?
They got rid of Josh Gordon. He's gone.
Yeah, Gordon and
Brown's gone.
Yeah, even though he's only there for 1 game.
But I think that's it. Just that.
I thought there was another guy they had at the beginning of the season they don't have now.
No, not that I can remember. But those are the only 2 I remember they got rid of. So
yeah, I think it really hurt them with the receiver position. These. I mean, it's not just the kids who are rookies. I mean, they're guys who. Edelman's dropped some passes. Sanu's dropped many passes. Dorsett's dropped some passes. Those guys aren't rookies. I would say Edelman's is the least liable out of all of them. I mean, he did what he could. I mean, he only dropped a couple of passes all season. I mean, but Sanu, Dorsett, and Myers were the worst of the receiving corps. They were dropping passes. It just wasn't good. I can't believe how many drop passes they had this year, which really hurt them. I mean, usually you get the Patriots come to these guys always catch the ball, but they were second in the league in drop passes this season. I think Miami was number 1, and Miami went out and beat them. I mean, they didn't do one thing overall great. I mean, they did enough to they didn't run it all over the Patriots. They didn't just pass it for 400 yards. I mean, it was just they just did just enough to beat the Patriots. I mean, the Patriots defense failed in that last drive. They should have never allowed them to get that touchdown.
But overall, they had some sort of a good game, despite them failing at the last second. But, they, like I said, the defense is the one that's keeping them in these games. That's why they finished 12-4. I'm kind of surprised they finished like that. I'm not surprised they're not in 5th place or something right now. Even if they were, they probably would have still made it, but
yeah, look like they reverted to how they were 3 or 4 weeks ago. They just couldn't do anything again. They couldn't get out their own way. I mean, they had like 2 drives the entire game. They were they got points, but they have 2 drives the entire game. I mean, that's just not like the Patriots do. So it's a combination of many things. Part of it, like Brady had that really bad interception in the first half. I don't know who he was throwing it to. He's throwing more balls away. I mean, I know they say it's better than taking a sack, but to have to throw away the ball that many times shows there's something wrong. Your guys aren't getting open.
No, definitely not.
When he does have time, there's nobody open, and when the people do get open, he doesn't have time because the offensive line is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
They've had a lot of injuries out there, offensive line, and I forget who Karras I think is playing center. I mean, you got Andrews hasn't been playing, and I forget who the other guy that's been missing the entire season. Is it Andrews? I forget. There's the one guy that's missing the entire season. And they've had injuries on top of it.
And plus, some players are currently playing are battling issues of their own, injury-wise. I mean, I heard Edelman's dealing with the shoulder and leg injury. Harry hurt himself today. He had an arm, wrist injury. Brady's dealing with an elbow injury. So a lot of these offensive people are hurt. And that's probably another reason why they are not playing well either. Because they're in a lot of pain. And when that happens, I mean, you're trying to run around, but your body's slowing down because you're hurt and the pain's causing your body to slow down and get hurt. So that's another factor. But overall, all I can really say is that they just got to win next week. Otherwise, they're done.
Yeah, I don't think it really matters who they're playing going forward. I think they're gonna have trouble against anybody they go against.
Yeah, well, whether next week, whether it could be Houston or the Titans, even if they beat them, I mean, like they could be playing Baltimore or Kansas the following week. I mean, they're still gonna have trouble.
Yeah, right.
And even if they do get to the AFC title game, whether it's one of those 2 people, it could.
I just can't believe they lost to Miami. I thought for sure it was gonna be easy game. I mean, they beat them 43-0 early in the season. Now they couldn't even get out of their own way.
And they beat them during the beginning of the season.
It's 43-0.
Now they lose badly.
It just blows my mind how they lost it and how poorly they played at home.
On your home turf.
To Miami. Yeah. Miami's one of the worst teams in the league.
And Cincinnati.
The call at the end of the game, I really still can't believe that they a 50-yard penalty when you got 30 seconds left. That was just stupid. That was a stupid thing to do. I don't know. It just blows my mind. I mean, try to be pretty positive, but today's game was they just
ridiculous, embarrassing.
Shooting themselves.
But I mean, you can't win them all, and you can only do what you can do.
If they don't win next week, then just see how I'll have to wait till next year. I mean, we'll be interested to see if Brady sticks around for another year. Maybe with these,
I could see it maybe for another year.
These
and that's
kids.
It.
With another year under their belt, more practice, maybe they'll be a lot better next year. I mean, hopefully, they address the offensive line in the offseason.
Yeah, that's what they definitely going to do.
The offensive line was really played poorly all season long. So we'll have to see what happens, I guess, going forward.
Yeah, and we'll be back with another pregame with whoever they're playing next week in Foxborough.
I'll have to wait till tonight to find out who they're playing next week.
Probably not tonight. Probably in a couple of days they'll announce it.
No, tonight.
The playoff schedule is going to be out tonight.
They'll know tonight who everybody's going to be playing because there's no games tomorrow night. Tonight's the last night of the season, so.
Well, whoever it is, they better be lucky and win next week. That's something I'm saying.
All right, so I think that's going to do it for this post-game video. If you guys like this video, give us a like and subscribe. Until next time,